All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Endure, an Ovando running podcast. I am not fresh off the plane, but few, like maybe 8, 9 hours, um, post getting home and just trying to relax. Feeling the jet lag, pretty tired. Just actually woke up from a nap. That's why my eyes are all bagged, but I got Cade here with us. Cade, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just kind of got off work. I haven't even showered yet or anything, and just getting ready to leave for Crown King tomorrow.
Crown King, I forgot about that. That should be fun though, because everyone will get together from the team and hopefully get a bunch of footage and
Oh yeah,
um, a group podcast. So
yeah, it'll be fun. You guys don't get there till pretty late, but we'll have like pretty much all day Saturday to chill after the race, and then we're doing like you picked a 25-mile route to do on Sunday,
yeah,
which sounds stupid, but it'll be fun. And then, yeah, so just like quick weekend with the whole crew. It's gonna be fun.
yeah. And I mean, I think Jake and I both wanted to get out there earlier, but I mean, I literally used all my vacation, and
Yeah,
it's like I'm already
yeah, we're
gonna
gonna,
have to probably call out on Saturday.
yeah,
Well, I'm not probably. I'm gonna have
you're
to.
gonna.
So yeah, I just. But it's whatever. I got sick hours, so
There you go.
it's cool. Um. So yeah. I was out there, out in China in the Tangchung Mountains for the past 9 days. What was it? I left on. I gotta check my calendar again. I think I left on the 15th. Yeah, I left on the 15th, which was Sunday. Got back on the 24th, like 9 p.m.
Yeah,
So, um, yeah, basically, I'll kind of just give a breakdown of timeline, race start. So, like I said, left on the 15th, flight left at 10:30 p.m. It was like a 13 hour, 13 or 13 and a half hour flight to Chengdu,
that's brutal.
which had already, and mind you, I barely slept. I think I slept like an hour, two
Damn.
hours. Um, so at that point, this is Tuesday. So Monday kind of just got skipped because
Yeah,
the whole time change.
yeah.
So now we're into Tuesday. We had I think it was an 8 hour layover. 8 hour layover, and then we had another 2 hour flight to Tangchong.
Yeah,
So we finally get there at around, I think it was around sunset, 7:30, 7:30. We get to our destination. And I mean, dude, flying into the city, whatever town, I don't know what you call it, but the mountains are just different, man.
yeah,
It's like it's like jungle-ish.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Just
it's
from your
weird.
pictures, it looked completely different.
So I'm starting to like, and the thing is they're not that high. Well, they are. I mean, I think the highest we win is almost 9,000. Decent, but they're like shorter, stubby mountains, like on top of each other, but they're
Yeah,
super steep, like just in your face.
yeah,
So, so yeah, we get off the plane, we go check out the hotel and all that, and the hotel was phenomenal. It
Really?
was. I had like a city view with a little lake, and I got to see, the whole city and some mountains. Um, they had a whole like setup, recovery areas and stuff. You get like massages, like ice baths, sauna, hot spring. It was super nice.
That's amazing.
Um, yeah. Dude, the whole thing felt like a dream, like
Yeah.
literally, and it felt like I just woke up like today, which
Today.
sucked, but
Yeah.
um so yeah, then I'm kind of thinking, coming from America, you're gonna think and never had like real Chinese food. I'm thinking, okay, cool, Panda Express, I'm just gonna hit the fried rice and some orange chicken, that's pretty
Yeah.
safe. So they're like, okay, we're gonna go to dinner, and most of our like breakfast, lunch, and dinners were at the hotel, but it was it's not like you would think of like crappy hotel food. It was like it was Chinese food,
Yeah.
like nice Chinese food, and I'm just like, well, actually, there is no real, I guess you would say, super nice food. It's all kind of just the same over there. Like
Yeah.
Chinese food is Chinese food. It's
Yeah.
all gonna, no matter. We ate at this restaurant in the middle of the mountains, and it looked like the same as you were going to a nice restaurant down in like the city.
Yeah.
Um, so they start bringing out the plates, and I'm like, okay, this does not look like Panda Express. This is not the only thing that they had from Panda Express was white rice. That was the only safe thing that I knew.
Yeah.
So, leading up to the race, I was very selective on what I ate. Um, just because one, the spiciness, and I kind of learned that on like the second day, it kind of messed me up.
Yeah.
Um, so I would just eat a lot I ate a lot of rice, pork, and whenever they brought out like it was a broccoli beef kind of thing, but not like Panda Express,
Yeah.
I would eat that. So that was kind of where I figured out, oh, okay, this is gonna be hard to
Yeah.
make sure I'm eating enough, and making sure I'm eating enough and the right things. So after that, I think I kind of went out on just like a little night run. I can't remember. I think I did. Yeah, I went out on a night run after we ate, just to kind of like scope the area out. It's just, dude, there's all the shops are like how in America you open a door, you go into the shop.
Yeah.
It's just like open. Like i- i- you see everything. Like they
Yeah.
open up it's like a garage. You just open up the garage, and then boom, everything's right there. And the
Yeah.
people will just like sit at a desk, or even because there's steps, they'll just sit on the steps and just kind of like eat their food or
Yeah.
go on their phone. And the whole time I'm running down, people are just kind of like staring at me, like,
Yeah.
what the heck is this guy doing here? Like, who is it? Because Tang Chong is kind of separated from a lot of it's a mountain town, city, whatever. But some of those people there have never seen a white person. So they're like, what the heck, dude? I could only imagine if you were black and you went there. That would be even worse. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
You're in the middle of nowhere trying to like you probably had to feel so weird and then they're already staring at you like who's this guy?
yeah,
It's so
I'm
funny.
just here. I'm trying to adjust, to the time. It feels like it's daytime back home, and
Yeah.
I'm just getting stared at. People are taking videos of me while I'm just trying to go on a run,
Yeah.
you know.
Did you see anyone
Um,
else going on like a run throughout the town? Like just kind of like the same thing
early
that you were
morning,
doing? Yeah.
early morning, people. There were honestly quite a few people.
Really?
They're pretty active there, and
Well,
that's
that's
another
normal then,
thing
because I
too.
was like, what if they're just
So
not used to anyone just like running around town, and you just got this white guy going for a stroll in the middle of their market or whatever the heck they're doing.
so that's another thing I'm actually going to mention too. I maybe saw five fat people there.
Really?
Dude, you everyone, well, just because of like, think about it, America. You sit down, you eat whatever, you get an appetizer, buffalo wings, bunch of crap, you get a Coke, you're
Yeah.
drinking soda, you get your meal, which is soup, whatever, super greasy. Then you're gonna probably go eat dessert.
Oh yeah.
Look how
2,000
many
calories.
fat look how many fats we have
Oh yeah.
out in America. You walk outside the door, you go to the supermarket, whatever, you're gonna right off the bat, you're probably gonna see at least three
Oh yeah, dude.
without even.
It's funny you say that because I was just talking to my mom earlier, and I was like, you don't really notice it, which I'm gonna say something mean about Iowa people, which I'm sorry, but like once you move away, like I lived in Montana, now here, Colorado. Colorado's like the most active state, and people are healthy. Like you see people out running all the time. I live in a small town, and there's people everywhere running, whatever. And then I go back to Iowa, dude, and I never thought I would notice it, but you notice it right away. You're like, damn, these people aren't, they don't look healthy at all.
Hmm.
Like fat, and there's some people I went to high school with that I don't even recognize, dude. Like I graduated 8 years ago, I think. And there's people that have completely changed.
Not
It's
only
crazy.
not only fat, but like fat, um, like depressed, what sad, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
That was some stuff when
Mm-hmm.
I went over there, dude. I, I never saw. Like I said, it
Yeah.
was very. I had to actually like look for it and like spot out.
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw a fat person.
Yeah.
But like, so for example, when you go eat there, there's no have a Coke, there's no appetizers, there's no dessert, there's none of that. It's you drink your tea, you drink hot water, and occasionally, like maybe going out to dinner, someone would have like a beer or some wine or something like
Yeah.
that. But it's different.
That's crazy,
So
dude. I
that
mean,
was that.
you do hear people make fun of us all the time for being fat and so unhealthy. And so
Yeah,
it doesn't really surprise me that you noticed it because you do hear it all the time that, you know, we're
and
big.
I mean, okay, we'll also throw this into perspective too, or a factor. I didn't get to go into a big city, big like Beijing or Hong
Yeah.
Kong or anything like that. So
Yeah,
when
it
I
could be a
go
little
there,
different.
I'll have to report back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought it
just
wouldn't be that different though. Like,
maybe you'll see like
yeah.
two fat people out there, like
Yeah.
instead of just one. But yeah, you're probably right. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
crazy.
that's the first day.
Dude, isn't it weird? Because
I'll
you never expect, like, that's something you notice. You know? Like when you go to a new place, you're like you think of, oh, like the buildings are gonna be different, the food's different, whatever. But like that's something that you notice and you're like, damn, like I didn't that's not something that you expected to think of or whatever when you get out there. It's kind of
dude,
crazy.
100%. And then okay, this episode is just gonna be very
Yeah, you got ultra
spread out.
brain. Ultra
Yeah,
brain.
exactly. We'll get to the race report at the end, but this is just going to be kind of the experience.
Yeah.
So another thing that I know, dude, cameras everywhere. You can't get away with any, like, bro,
Really?
there was some points. This is gonna skip ahead a little bit. When I was out in the race, I shit you not, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Camera. The middle of nowhere, dude. There's a camera. And
That's
you're
so
thinking,
weird.
you're thinking to yourself, oh, that thing's not working. No,
Yeah.
you're
You're
damn
being
straight.
watched.
Someone is sitting behind that thing. I guarantee you is
That's
watching that.
crazy.
Dude, I kid you. I was at the high point. I'm in the, no one's going out there.
Yeah.
And there's cameras, dude. Middle of the jungle, like cameras
Yeah.
right there.
That's
It
that's
was just,
wild.
it was funny, but out here, you go to the top. That'd be like you go into the most rugged spot in your
Yeah.
town, and you're thinking there's not going to be a camera out there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no way they're putting
Yeah.
cameras out here. Cameras. That's another thing. So while I was out there too, there was, I don't know if they were like firefighters or some people would just be like posted up. I'm guessing it was some kind of yeah, like like a wildland firefighter or something, making sure
Yeah.
if something does go down. But yeah, like I'd be out in the middle of the mountains and they would just have their setup right there. They'd be just
Really?
sitting around a fire, yeah, just chilling. There was some instances where I think it was when I was in the mountains, people living, like they
Yeah.
weren't like a firefighter or anything. It was just like
Just
they
living
looked
out
like
there.
mountain people.
Yeah.
Like legit, they had like a lodge built out of
Yeah.
trees and shit. Like
Damn.
yeah,
That's probably why they got the cameras out there, dude. They're looking for wanted Chinese people that are bumming it out in the
dude,
forest.
probably, huh? Because
Yeah.
once you go out in there, dude,
You're gone.
you're not.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. And I was actually talking to a Chinese lady because I was like, what's the crime like? Is can I go out on a run at night? And she's all, now you can. It's very safe because of all the cameras that they have now.
Yeah.
But like if you were to come like 15, 20 years ago, it wasn't as safe.
Yeah.
Like crime was like pretty bad. People were stealing and stuff, but it's like now with all the cameras, dude, you can't even go like 50, 20 yards without seeing a camera.
Really?
So it's like
Damn.
if you try and steal something, you're getting caught.
Yeah.
Or anything, hit and run. You could easily in America here, you could hit someone pulling
Oh
out
yeah.
parking lot. Oh, you're getting away with it. There, you're
Yeah.
getting caught instantly.
That's crazy.
So that was another weird thing. Not that I did anything bad out there, but it was just like
Yeah.
something that I noticed.
Yeah.
What else? I guess I'll kind of just go into some of the food that I tried. Obviously, you're out there, you got to try the fast food for me. So I tried KFC. Um, they have different, obviously different menu items.
Yeah.
So I tried, it was like not a fried chicken sandwich. It was like a barbecue chicken, not fried though, just like a regular chicken sandwich. It was pretty good. One thing I noticed, it's not as greasy
Yeah.
as over like back here. Um, and then I had like this chicken wrap thing. That one was fried, and I mean, they were both pretty good, but it's just, I would say it's not as greasy as over here in the States. And then I tried McDonald's. Um, so I tried, 'cause dude, I was craving. I just wanted, as much as the Chinese food was amazing,
Yeah.
like I wanted a taste from back home.
Right.
So I'm like, I was dying for, especially my pre-race meal. I wanted, I wanted pizza.
Yeah.
That's like, that's my tradition.
Oh yeah.
So it was the day, so yesterday, the 24th, because we didn't leave the hotel till 2:30. I went out on a run because I was trying to get
I saw
McDonald's
that.
the whole time.
Yeah.
So I went out on a run just to specifically get McDonald's. And I also wanted to get a pair of shoes. So so I go to McDonald's and there was this, I can't even remember the name of the sandwich that I got, but
Yeah, how'd you
it
order? Did they have
so that's
English
the
on there?
thing. So so I go up and the whole time, mind you, I'm having any place I go by myself, I have to use the translator on my
Oh
phone
yeah.
to so I go up to they have it looks like a normal McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I ask the lady, I say, "Hey, can I order at the counter? I don't speak Chinese." And I show it to her. And she's like, points at the kiosk. And I was like, "Thank you." So I go over to the kiosk and I didn't look down all the way at the bottom, but you could change it to English.
Yeah.
So I start just looking at the images and I'm like, "Oh, well, that looks like I want what I want." Boom, I'm pressing it and she comes up to me and she restarts it and she puts it in English and I was like, "Oh, thank you." So I tried, it was like my guesses would be their version of a quarter pounder. I got that, but I don't think it was like a pork or
Yeah.
something. It was different.
Dog.
Um it it might have been, could have been. So
Never know.
I got whatever that sandwich was, and then I got the Big Mac because you have to have something
Oh
to
yeah. Yeah, you gotta
compare.
compare.
Yeah, so I get the food. Um, that was another thing. I don't think they have like sauces. I didn't like ranch or anything, so they just gave
Yeah.
me some ketchup. So I eat the unidentified burger, and I was like, it's whatever, kind of dry. Um, but then I got to the Big Mac, it tasted the same. Big Mac
Yeah.
was like the same. So that was kind of like I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
brings me back to home. Um, so yeah, that was my fast food experience. I also tried a McFlurry. It tasted the same, but it was just like not as sweet.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was like the same. Um, and then I had to go, since we're talking about my last run over there, I had to go get a pair of shoes. They're called Li Ning, and because this is a shoe I've been wanting to try, but they're like $220 if you're trying to
Yeah.
buy them in the States. And I went over there, I bought $100
Really?
just because they're, yeah. So
Do you
had
have
to,
them?
like right now,
Yeah.
I don't have them to show, but
Yeah. I don't.
eh,
Did you send us a picture in the group chat, or are those just the Antas?
so those are the Antas.
Yeah.
The leanings are on my. I put a picture on the Strava,
Oh, okay.
so they're on
I'll
there.
look. Yeah.
It's a road shoe. Um, dude, super bouncy. What I want in a daily trainer.
Yeah.
So I got those. Um, yeah, kind of going back to leading up to the race, I got sidetracked. So yeah, that was Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's another thing too that was hard. And I'm assuming too, it's kind of the same way if you're traveling with like a team, they're gonna have you doing, stuff with promotional stuff and whatever. So the whole time we're busy. Like
Yeah.
there's not one point where I can really just sit down and relax.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Breakfast, wake up, Chinese food. Like
Like
literally
like
noodles,
what kind of Chinese food?
like chicken,
Yeah.
like
Was it
that.
different from what they give you at lunch or dinner?
Very slightly.
Yeah.
Like and and they would throw in like there was like a so what I ate for breakfast, this is all I ate for breakfast was what looked like oatmeal. Mind you, I'm not 100% sure if it was. I ate that and they had like some rice porridge and they had some bread.
Yeah.
And I just ate a bunch of that. One morning, this was godsend. The day race day, they had a bunch of rice out. So that
Yeah.
was nice. So Wednesday, I think so we went out to go check out they call them checkpoints out there. They're not. I'm sure you saw on the tracker.
Yeah.
They call them CP whatever,
Yep.
not aid station.
Yep.
So we went out to CP 7, which was the first point where we're gonna have drop bags, and we did like some photo stuff, videos, all this, and it's like a 3 hour drive. So fresh off the day before getting off of what 14, 15 hours of flying, then
Yeah.
we're going to sit in a bus for 6 hours, which
Damn.
was killer. Like, so we went out there, and that's kind of where I got a taste for okay, this race is gonna be no joke.
Yeah.
Um, because it's like there were a good portion of road running in this race, but it's like and it's not like asphalt, it's concrete.
Yeah.
So you're running on these concrete roads and then boom, it just shoots you straight up the side of the mountain. And like it's like tiny tiny single track. You know, in the US we're used to like
Yeah.
you could run with your feet side by side. This it's like you're having to run like this.
Really?
Like it looks like someone had taken a shovel and just like went and just barely made enough room.
Yeah.
That's the kind of single track. Um, so we went to go do some like a little photo shoot on the 120K course, and I saw I think the pictures that I put on my story, um, it's like a little pathway going up. There's like these vines, and and it's super leafy.
Yeah.
The rocks are super slippery.
Yeah. It
So
looked
that's kind of where I was like,
very green and very wet. That's kind of
that's
what it
where I
looked.
was like, oh man, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So after that day, we go back, drive into town, uh, go to the hotel, whatever, uh, and then come Thursday. Let's see, what did we do Thursday? Thursday was pack and pickup day. So we do our normal, eat breakfast. Everything was just, routine. Eat breakfast. I think we went to some cool, I think it was World War II museum, but it was just weird because, you're here in the US
It's the ops.
and so you're seeing two different perspectives.
Yeah.
Especially, growing up here, you're seeing, oh, this side. Then when I went to China, I saw the other side.
Yeah.
But here's one thing that was really cool. Because I mean, dude, I didn't really pay attention in history class, but they might have talked about this. So apparently, there was a point where we had sent US soldiers to help them, like, fight in the air. One thing that I do respect is that they told us multiple times, and in the tour guides will say like, "Oh, we're very thankful for the America coming over and helping us."
Yeah.
Um, and then even there was a battle of in Tangchong or whatever where I guess America had gave them some weapons, and in the like the writing or whatever in the museum, they'll have like the little areas where you can read, and it says like, oh, we could have never won this battle without America's weapons. So it's like they are very thankful for the stuff that we done, which is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that is cool.
But so that was cool. And then straight after that, like I said, everything it's go 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 go. I'm trying to. This is day before race. I'm trying to stay hydrated,
Yeah.
and I'm carrying around my. I did find a 200-ounce water bottle that I put on the story, that
Oh
green.
yeah. Yeah.
So I pull up with the huge water jug. I'm carrying that around in the bus, and the people are like, why are you carrying that around?" So I'm carrying around at Pack Your Pickup. I'm carrying around the jug, and I'm carrying around a 1 liter of Coke because that's what
Yeah.
I always do. I'll drink,
Yeah.
and the organization committee, their only job there was to like take care of us and recruit us.
Yeah.
They're like, why are you carrying around all that water and the Coke? And I'm like, dude, I have to stay hydrated. I overhydrate. So I'm walking around picking up all my stuff with that, and get the bib, take some photos, get the gear check and all that. And then
Dude, was there a reason you were 2001 or whatever? Because everyone else you were with was like on the tracker was like 1, 8, whatever it was, single digits. Then you were 2001. Did they
I have
did they
no
have that?
idea.
Did they have that for any reason? What was the
I
other girl that you went there with?
2003.
Yeah.
So I don't something like that. So I don't know if the 2000s were just the Americans,
Yeah.
because the elites were, or the Chinese elites were M1 too, like
Yeah,
normal.
exactly. Okay, so they had M1 instead of just one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, so
the
that's
guy
how it
who
was in the
he was
tracker then.
M1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they had just put us in a separate category
Yeah.
or something.
They had to have because if you're looking at the tracker, which that's also anyone who is following the race, so funny because it was so complicated. And then once you knew, the only way you knew you were on the right thing is because the only English words were Tim Bale. Like, completely lost, have no idea what you're looking at whatsoever. Like, basically just clicking buttons. And then the only way you would know is just see your name. Otherwise, you're like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. So it was kind of, so yeah, it was cool seeing your name and then 2001, and then everyone else was like 183 or whatever. So I was curious if they if they had that, yeah, for the Americans or whatever, for something, for some specific reason, I guess.
That's what I think, because I think it just went, unless the non-elite category, did they, I don't know if you scrolled far enough down to see if it went to the 2000s.
I don't
I
think there
don't know.
wasn't many. Like I don't know if I even saw. Yeah, there wasn't
So I
many.
think there was like three, which I didn't know this till after the race. There was like 300 something in the
Yeah,
race, and then only 110 finished the race
really,
because the weather got gnarly, dude.
really.
Dude, it was like something like a 65% drop rate. It might have even been 70.
Yeah.
So,
After you
so this
finished
was,
or while you were racing? We're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but
yeah, we're getting a little bit ahead. Let's go back
yeah,
to pack and pick up.
yeah,
So, get pack and pick up. This is where I found the shoes. And I think you're kind of getting to a point too where when you try on a pair of shoes, you can know immediately if you're gonna like them.
oh yeah,
So I had seen a few videos of this shoe, you can't get it in America right now unless you want to pay
Yeah.
$400.
Sheesh.
Um, so I'm looking at the shoes, and I was like, oh man, like that's a sick shoe. Um, I'm like, hey, can I try this on? Uh, I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So the guy gets the shoe for me. I put it on, and I was like, oh, dude, this is sick. And I remember specifically too, um, the guy who reached out to me to get me to Mount Gaoligong. Um, I knew Anta was, the big sponsor there.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Which is
okay,
like
this is
sponsoring, isn't it? Like Anta's the big China brand, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
would say,
Like
yeah, it's the
equivalent.
equivalent.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and I was kind of already, scoping out their brand, like, okay, dude, they have some sick gear.
Oh yeah. Dude, they
Like,
sponsored Clay Thompson. That's the only thing I know about them.
so yeah,
Clay Thompson has basketball shoes, signature shoes.
yeah, and I didn't know they made a whole bunch of other stuff either.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at, and mind you, all of this gear that I'm seeing, you can't buy it in the US.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's like exclusive to there.
Which is kind
I
of
don't even,
crazy for how much of our stuff comes from China. You'd think that like it'd all be the same, you know? Like
yeah.
we're getting it, we can buy the same stuff, whatever.
Mm,
It's
dude,
kind of cool that it's exclusive.
all it's so while I was out there, I mean, besides, there were a few Hoka athletes, some Solomon, Vibram, which would be a sick sponsor. Like I wonder if you could just run in any
Yeah.
shoe that has, you could get
Yeah,
hooked up with.
that'd be nice. You could literally wear
So
any shoe you want, pretty much.
yeah. Um, so aside from those guys, like I was seeing shoes that from back in the States, but other than that, dude, it's a whole different. It's not like you look down and you see Hoka everywhere.
Yeah.
You see one brands I've never even seen before. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
Um, then a lot Kylus. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah.
That's huge over there.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 70% of the people were wearing those.
Really?
Uh, Anta, you maybe saw a few of the Chinese elites wearing those. But yeah, so I get the shoe, and at that point, the media people were like getting a bunch of videos of me, like, oh, this guy's, and they're all asking me like, you gonna wear the shoe in the race? And at that time, I was like, I don't know, man. Like it deep down, I know I'm gonna wear the shoe, but I didn't want to say.
Yeah.
Um, and then I have all my American friends telling me, dude, if you wear that shoe, you're an idiot. Like, never try anything new on race day. But
I
hey,
know.
what do people know me as? I try new things on race day.
Yes, you do. I know
So,
that's the first thing I said to you. Because you
oh,
wore new shirt, new shorts, shoes. I was like, dude, that would stress me out so bad.
before we kind of got to go back a little bit, actually.
Frozen. There
Okay,
you go. You're back now.
technical difficulties. So we kind of got to go back a little bit. I missed a part. Hi, Mon. So originally I was gonna have them ship to my house, and I was gonna have the package to take out to China. Find out that it's gonna take too long, so I tell Li Jing, that's his name, the guy who got in contact with me. I say, hey, can I have the address to the hotel? He's like, yeah, sure. He's all, why? I'm gonna send a package there. He's telling me, oh, it probably won't get there in time. Like, just pack whatever you're gonna bring. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
At that point, it was too late. I had already sent and mind you, I just get an address in Chinese. I have no idea what it says. I don't
Just
even know
just
if this
copy and
is,
paste.
I just said, okay. The lady was asking what the address was. I took a screenshot. I said, send it to her. She's like, okay, the package will be there. I'm like, okay, I don't even know
Yeah,
if it's gonna show up.
right.
So, about a day before I fly out, I get a photo from Li Jing, and he says, "Is this your package?" I'm like, sick. So it got there.
Yeah.
So I pull up to the hotel room, and boom, they sent me a little care package with the shirt, two pairs of shorts, and the vest. I wanted to wear the vest. I would have packed fully out, but it didn't have the loops for my quiver, and I don't like to
Uh,
run without the quiver with it.
yeah.
Just I don't like that.
Right.
So yeah, one of the pairs. I had taken one of the pairs of shorts out on a test run and the shirt, just like a 2 mile run. Don't
Yeah.
really even consider it actual testing, but
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, this is sick.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it. So fast forward to bid pickup. We that night after I had gotten the shoes, we went out to the top of the first climb. Sunset's freaking sick. So that was when there was a media guy that had got some videos of me running on top of the mountain with the shoes, getting like shoe shots. And then Shocks was also one of the sponsors. So I
Oh,
was
no.
like wearing the Shocks, and they were getting like some, it was cool. So this was another obstacle. So as I'm running, I realize it feels like I have two different shoes on, two different size shoes on. So my right side is hitting the front of the shoe, and my left side feels like my normal size 10 and a half, 11.
Yeah.
And I go up. At first, I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, it's probably, I'm tripping out. Whatever, my foot might be messed up or something. I'm not going to wear these during the race. So then
Yeah.
I go up to Li Jing and I'm like, hey, I have two different size shoes. And I had made sure to look too at the tags. They were both, um, which was weird too, because I had to size down a full size in this pair. So
Yeah.
I had originally bought 43s. So I made sure both the tags were 43s, and then I took the two shoes and I went like this, and the right one came up short. And I showed it to him. I was like, I don't know if it was had to have been like quality control or
Yeah.
something.
Just a
And I
Chinese thing.
probably because
This
I've
is how
never
it
had
goes
that
to
issue.
this?
I guess I should have said, yeah, is this like a
Is
thing?
this
Like
normal?
is your guys' right foot like smaller than the left? Like how's this? So I show it to him. I'm like, hey, I have two different size shoes. I really want to wear these tomorrow, and I can't do it if it's like this. And I show it to him, and he's like, so this guy, dude, shout out Li Jing. This guy has the connects, bro.
Yeah.
This guy just gets on his phone, texts I don't know if he texted the general manager, whatever. He's like, oh, no problem. Boom, hits him up. Hey, I need a new pair of these.
Yeah.
Boom. After we eat, we go down, go back to the start, swap out the shoes, no problem.
Really?
And I made sure too while
While you're there.
I gotta make sure. Boom, I checked, and I actually went to a 44.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the left side was a 44 and the right side was a 43. So at that point, I'm
Fine.
like, that's it. I'm wearing these shoes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start with them.
Yeah.
So go to bed, whatever. Wake up, it's race morning. Um. Oh, before I go to the next day, Thursday I went on like a 7-8 mile shakeout run onto the top of this um mountain in the middle of the city. It was cool. I think that was when I put the pictures of it looked like a concrete structure with the blue writing on it. Um, Kind of a gnarly climb. It was like about a mile in 1,000 feet, just all steps,
Yeah.
and it was kind of spooky too. just because it was before the sun came up. So yeah, that was cool, and they had like a pathway all the way around the mountain, super wide. That was where I saw a lot of people running.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Anyways, skip to race day. Wake up race day. Um, Again, like I said, I went down to eat breakfast. All I ate was rice. I ate a bunch of rice and that day they actually did have eggs. I don't know what kind of eggs
Yeah.
they were, but they looked like eggs. Tasted a little weird,
Yeah.
so they had to have been some not chicken eggs,
Duck,
maybe.
maybe. I don't know.
So I ate that. Um, Again, was drinking a lot of water. Um, go back to the room. Then we go to the like athlete introduction, all that jazz. Um, so we pull up. This was where I got to see what my competition was going to be. Um, so they throw all the Chinese elites in the 100 miler up on the stage, and I'm like, oh, like, cause you know how we use ultra sign up over here. Well, I guess whenever you start racing internationally, or some of our stats from the US will go on, it's called IT, International Trail
Yeah, I saw that.
ITER.
Yeah.
So they start throwing them up on the stage, and I start seeing all their scores. They're like high 800, some 900, and I'm like, I'm sitting here with, and this was where I look at the guy next to me, David Green, another American runner. He's all, dude, they have like some high scores, and I look over at him, and I'm like, your score don't mean shit. And there's like 10 of them up on the stage, you know, because my score is like a 600, and that's where I looked at him. I'm like, hey, you can have the highest score, like it don't mean shit. So, you know, because I'm trying to be like not psych myself out seeing all
Yeah.
that, because in my mind I'm like, oh, okay, like these guys. But then again, you could have a high score off of going to a race where no one's there. You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I mean? And just winning all the small ones, no
Dude, perfect
competition.
example. Ryan's gonna kick my ass this weekend, and our ultra sign up rank is completely different.
Yeah, see? So I'm like, couple of these guys, and one of those, couple of those guys could have just won like one race,
Yeah.
small race, and has a super high score. So I'm like, whatever, dude. You can have a 900, whatever. I'm still gonna compete.
Yeah.
So we get done with that. They had actually brought just the Americans up because at that point I don't think I was considered elite, you know, in their eyes
Yeah.
over there, like in China. But so we go up on stage and they're asking me kind of like, what are my goals, you know? And I just said I just want to, you know, compete with some of the Chinese elites and see what I can do. And like I just kind of left it on that.
Yeah.
But, you know, my goal, I did want to win the race. That was like my A goal, but
Oh
also
yeah.
like I wanted to sub 24. So, boom, it's a 8 p.m. start. So, after Race Expo, that was another thing that was weird, or the meet and greet type thing. We didn't get to go as soon as we left the hotel at 11 o'clock. I didn't get to go back, or there was no like resting. I
Damn.
did maybe
That'd be
get like a
tough.
30-minute nap before. And mind you, I'm still not fully adjusted to the jet lag.
Yeah.
I'm getting there, but it's still not. I'm still messed up.
Yeah.
So we go eat, or no, we went to like a race briefing. They broke down all that stuff. Then we went to go eat. Oh, excuse me. Went to go eat, and you know it's getting to be like 2 hours till race, and I had just gotten some fried rice, I maybe ate half of the plate because I was just so nervous.
Yeah.
Um, couldn't take a dump before, which messed me up. Oh, and by the way, the toilets too. I don't know if anyone saw in the story what the toilets
Oh
look like
yeah.
over there. Um, so that was interesting. Um, so yeah, I couldn't go to the bathroom before, which is a huge issue.
Yeah.
Um, and then on top of I'm having like some stomach cramps just because I think nerves were starting to get to me.
Yeah.
So then we go to the start line and there's this huge dude, like a freaking ceremony, um, which I started getting pumped up. They take us out into the like in the start line, but in front, and they're calling out all the Chinese elites and all that, sending them out, and then they have us last, the Americans. Boom, they send us through the thing. Um, then we're just on the start line in the front, and I guess this is kind of just where we're getting into the race recap.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess what was yeah, dude, that start line looked insane. From our perspective too, is like we couldn't see like we weren't seeing anything. Like they're not posting anything or like or at least we don't know where they're posting it. And so I was
yeah,
like
so
it was so confusing of anything being posted. So I was like doing whatever I could to find any pictures or anything. And then I'm seeing some of these like the start line photo, that big there's like flamethrowers and shit, wasn't there? Or whatever
yeah,
like whatever you call those. Like looked insane. I'm like, is this even the right thing? Because in my mind, I was like, this looks like a huge deal. Why isn't it not being posted anywhere? Like, why can't I find this anywhere? And so, yeah, dude, like, so I was like digging in to like random people's Instagrams that were posting, like tagging the um the race Instagram page. And like that's how I was finding some photos and I was putting that out there. And yeah, dude, it looked insane. Like why, like in America, even the biggest races, like Western states or whatever, it's only known within the running community of like what's going on, you know?
yeah,
Like it's only like, oh yeah, it's Western State, it's a 100-mile race. You still have people like on a walk or whatever right next to the race, like, oh, what's going on? Was it like that at all, or was it like a town wide, like this is what's happening
no,
today? It was like a
that's
big deal.
exactly how it was.
Yeah, dude, I wish it was
Huge
like that here.
deal.
It looked insane.
Dude, they shut
Fire?
for an ultra marathon.
Yeah,
They shut down because the first like 2 miles were on road.
yeah,
Dude, it felt like I was in a marathon. There
yeah,
there were people standing outside of their cars with their kit cheering us on. The
yeah.
sidewalks lined with people. Like it was crazy.
I've heard that about like every other country, like Europe, like France, Italy, like all the big UTMB countries, like China's one of them, Japan,
Yeah.
Italy, France. Like you see their races and it's like a community thing. Like everyone knows what's going on. Like they treat the athletes like LeBron, how we treat
Yeah.
LeBron. Like it's a huge deal. And it's crazy that we're not there. Like that we don't do that at all compared to
It's
compared to the
like
other countries.
it's almost like a sacred thing.
It's like an
Or
underground thing
like
here.
yeah, here it's and I don't know if it'll ever get like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it sucks. Hopefully someday it does.
yeah,
But so yeah, so actually there I did find out they were cuz everything is heavily monitored in China.
yeah.
So they were posting stuff, but it was on an app called WeChat. They had their own social media that was
Oh,
putting
that makes sense.
yes.
Yeah. Damn. We gotta pull that up. find
Yeah.
pictures and whatnot, and just pictures of the race and pictures of not even specifically
You know
you,
what?
just
I'll send
everything.
you. I have to
Yeah,
send you the link of the photos, dude,
yeah,
because there's like 33,000 photos
yeah. Send it
for
to me.
the
I'll
whole.
I'll look through it and post some stuff.
Yeah.
Because dude, there's
So,
so many people asking questions or trying to follow along but couldn't figure it out.
well,
Like there's
and
people that were reaching out to me like, "Hey, keep posting because we have no idea what's going on." I'm like,
and
I
I
barely know
also
what's going on, but
I felt bad too because I only sent the link out to a few people because I got the link so short on time.
yeah.
I literally because they were only gonna have the tracking available in the WeChat app,
Oh
but
yeah,
then we were telling the people like the race directors and all that we're like people in America aren't gonna download WeChat for just they're like we need a link
yeah,
for like whatever a URL to put into the web browser.
yeah,
So then that's when I sent it to you guys, I only had enough time and I put it on that was all I had. I
yeah,
couldn't like send it out to everyone that was asking me to send them the link.
yeah,
I'm sorry because I got it super last minute.
yeah. No,
Like
we figured it out. I was Jake texted in our group chat and was like, "He's moving up." I'm like, "Dude, how are you finding this out?" Because I tried to get on and it just wasn't working at all. Everything's in Chinese. Obviously, I'm
you
like, "Dude,
didn't know Jake
no
didn't tell you
idea."
he speaks Chinese?
That's what he said. He's like, "Dude, I speak Chinese." I'm like, "Shut up." And he told me to click the one thing and then you can see your name and then it all kind of made sense a little bit, but yeah, dude, it was impossible to it looked like it was just such a it was confusing because it looked like such a big deal, but couldn't find a damn thing about it.
So now we know because I'm going back next year.
Yeah,
Now we know for next time what we need to do for
yeah,
you can make a WeChat account and then you could deal with
just for
all
that.
the
Yeah,
yeah, because that's the biggest thing.
it'd be sick, dude. I'll
Um,
just go with you next time and
I
post
was
the
just
whole
gonna say,
time.
dude, you could just get the you could be a part of the camera
Yeah,
crew,
yeah,
and
that'd be sick.
yeah,
You should
next time,
ask him and be like, uh, yeah, like camera crew or whatever. Like, see if you can get your own, because isn't that's what they want, right? They want like Americans to know about this race. Isn't
yeah.
that like kind of why they're bringing you out there? Like, yeah, tell him, be like, yeah, we got a guy that'll like
Well,
do it or
here's the
whatever.
thing. Okay, we'll save this for later at the
Okay.
end. I'll get
Yeah,
to this after because
yeah,
I think this is gonna be something that this isn't gonna be a one and done. I'll just put it at that way.
yeah.
This is just the beginning of international racing.
Oh yeah,
So, um, so we'll get to the start line. So, fifth, whatever, 20, 15 minutes you got before the race. There's this guy, looks like a Chinese soldier. He's kind of like trying to hype us up and all that. And then they play this song. I'm gonna play a little. Um, it's I have no idea what they're saying in it, but it got me like super hyped. So it's mind you, this is live. So this guy, they're playing this.
yeah,
It's something about Gaoligong.
yeah,
So they're playing that.
yeah.
And the day before the race, we had met the artist on top of the mountain. He was just out there like rehearsing, and he starts playing this off of his phone and singing to it. And I was like, this is sick. Like this is gonna be dope. And so then I see him come out on stage, and he starts doing his thing, and that's when I started getting hyped up.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is sick, dude. And I had asked him on the mountain, I was like, can I get the link to your song? And he's like, it's not out. He just kind of was like,
Yeah.
it's not out yet. And I was like, all right. But then I had gotten it after.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say, did you put it on something? I feel like, did you put it on one of your posts? Or is
did I
that
put a video?
I feel like I heard it could be any Chinese song. I have no idea, but
They all
I
sound the
felt like
same
I
to
heard
us.
something, or maybe it was someone
So
else's post.
I think it was.
Yeah, yeah, something
So
like
I
that.
had actually found a way to. It's on SoundCloud now. If
There you
anyone
go.
wants it,
Hell yeah.
I put it on SoundCloud. So this is getting down to the minutes. Minute before, boom, he goes off. They start clearing the little thing so it's open. There's 3 areas you can run through, and my plan was to go out with front pack.
Yeah,
I have no idea how fast these guys are gonna go out.
yeah,
Boom, the gun goes off. I go straight to the front. Boom, we're running through. There's like a pack of like 4 or 5 of us. We're running. I have no idea how fast we're going. We're moving though. And I look
yeah,
down at my watch, 6 flat. I'm like, there's no way.
yeah,
This is stupid. I'm like, it felt like I was in a marathon.
yeah,
So I'm like, I am not gonna do this. This is dumb. 100-mile race. These guys are
yeah,
going
yeah.
like probably sub 6. Some of the guys in the front, because I think I
Uh,
clocked like a 6:40 for the first mile, and
Damn.
I slowed down.
Yeah,
So I start slowing down. Boom, people are, how you always see in ultras, people are up in the front that don't belong there.
yeah,
So I start getting passed by a bunch of people. I'm probably in like 20th, maybe in the 20s,
yeah,
maybe even 30. Start letting people, I start slowing down to like an 8:30 pace, which is still fast going out in a 100-mile race.
oh yeah,
And there's people, and the funny thing is too, I'm looking to the right and the left, and I see people are like, I'm not sweating at all.
yeah,
People are sweating bullets,
yeah,
huffing and puffing, and I'm just like, dude, you're gonna regret this.
yeah,
I'm like, I'm gonna pass them all once we hit the climbs. So we start getting to the climbs. First climb, boom, everyone's pulling out their pole. You know how you hear everyone go,
yeah,
and you start hearing all the. So I pull my poles out, boom, we're going up. I'm expecting people to, power hike the climbs.
yeah,
Dude, they're running up the climbs. And mind you, this first climb is 1,000 feet in a mile.
yeah,
They're running up the climbs. First female passes me. She's running up the climbs. And I'm like, okay, so this is just how like Chinese race.
yeah,
Aggressive.
yeah,
I'm just like, okay, keep it cool, whatever, power hike up. They're all running up. And so there was a North Face athlete. Um, I'm assuming he was big time over there because they announced his name last. I just
yeah,
remember his name. Bib number was 24. He passes me, and I was just thinking to myself, okay, if this guy, I think he had won that race or like gotten second couple years back. I'm like, if this guy is this far back, I'm fine.
yeah,
Like if I'm just gonna go with this guy. So I start like following behind him. He's not running on the uphills. He's power hiking. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm obviously in a good position. We get to the top of the climb, and obviously I felt like I was fit enough to run anything that was like slight incline or, little bit
yeah,
of an incline. So I start running. It's uphill. Start running up the incline. Um, this was where I noticed I don't think they really because I started passing people already at that point. I was maybe in like 18th or 19th. Um, they wouldn't let me pass them.
really,
It was like hard to make a pass.
yeah,
Um, so and then when I would pass them, they would like look at me with like this like mad dog in me or something.
yeah,
So and I'm guessing at that point, maybe they didn't like respect me. Like they didn't know that I was okay, this guy's
yeah,
he's here to play. So boom, we hit there's another downhill road section and I'm just like bomb. I'm going like 630s down it. Like I'm like might as well,
yeah,
take advantage of this. So we come through the first aid station, blow through the aid station. It's because it's cold, I'm not drinking that much anyway. Boom, blow through, start hitting a downhill section. I catch up to first female, run with her. And obviously, I can't talk to anyone.
Mhm.
unless I want to pull my phone out. All I can
Yeah.
really say is ni hao, like
Yeah.
hi, like
Hmm.
that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say shit after that. So,
Yeah.
that's all I'd basically say, and then we would just kind of run together. And so,
Start
oh, that was
chanting.
another
Just start
thing.
chanting USA, USA. It's
So,
the only point you can get across.
so you know how in France when you see everyone climbing and they're like Ali, Ali, like so their thing in China is they say Jayu, Jayu, which is like come on, like work harder.
Yeah.
So I when I passed the first female, she's like Jayu, Jayu, and I was like, okay, like I didn't know what it meant, At
Yeah.
that point, I'm just like, all right, like I shook my head and I just give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'll just go like that, and then I passed her, and then I start seeing the number 24, that guy. Um, we probably ran together for 5 or 6 miles, maybe even more.
Yeah.
Um, he was cool. I would just kind of like give him knuckles or whatever. We were going back and forth. Like I would take the lead sometimes on the downhill, and he would go follow me. Then on the climbs, he would go up ahead, and we would
Yeah.
just trade off. Um, so then, yeah, we're hitting that descent. It was all mostly like fire road. At that point, the shoes were doing amazing. Shoes were awesome. It's not super technical yet. Then we hit the second big climb, and this was where I started taking souls, bro. This was where I went from like whatever the 20s up to like 12, 11, top 10.
Yeah.
Dude, I just started. My legs felt so strong. I just started passing fools, dude. Like
Yeah.
right after one after another, just passing and passing them. Me and that number 24. And then you hit this long concrete descent on a road. And I remember me and that one dude were running together, and then these two other I think I can't remember the numbers. It was at like 8 or 9, M8 9. They come up and they're running together, and I start staying with them. This was kind of where I started to have a little bit of a low because one, I've never done a night start. Two, wasn't adjusted to the time. And three, I normally wait to take, wait to take caffeine until like 12, 13 hours in
Yeah.
or the night. So I'm in about 2 hours and I'm already starting to feel tired. My eyes, I can tell, are already
Yeah.
starting to get like closed. So we're running down this concrete road, and these Chinese dudes, they tried to drop me. And they start dropping me, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna let them drop me. So we're running, the three of us, into the next aid station. And that was where I was like, dude, I need to hit caffeine. It's way too early, but like I'm gonna start falling asleep. So I come into the aid station, and I had asked for, I was like, do you have like coffee, like caffeine? And the guy, he comes up to me and he like gives me a coffee packet or whatever, and I was like, give me half Pepsi. So they give me half Pepsi, and then I open the coffee packet, dump it into the Pepsi, and I said, give me half hot water. And I'm sitting there, and they're all like staring at me like, because they've never seen anyone
Yeah. I
do
think
this, and they're
they would
like,
do that in America too. What the hell is
yeah,
this
they're
dude
like,
doing?
what the heck is this guy doing? And I'm sitting there mixing it. Boom, I chug it, and I just take off, and I just hear they were all like laughing. I think that was there was a picture, I don't know if I sent it to you, but I was like putting my flask in and my poles were to the side. That was at that aid station.
Yeah.
Um or it might have even been that one where I put the cover photo in my post. That was, I think, at that aid
Yeah.
station. You could already tell in my eyes that I looked tired.
Yeah. Dude,
Um
it would be tough to do a night start. That would fuck me up for sure.
Night start while 14 hours ahead,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I take off, boom, it wakes me up. I'm like, oh, like I don't even really get the energy from the caffeine. I just feel more
Yeah.
sharp.
Yep.
Um, so then I start taking off, start climbing again, whatever. This was going up to like the Gaoligong mountains, like
Yeah.
the big ass ones. So I'm making my way up. This was where number 24 and I had passed him. I was like, okay, dude, this guy, I need to pass him. So
Mm-hmm.
I pass him, and then after that, dude, basically the whole rest of the race, I was just by myself. Like it was at that point where it was spread out enough where I would pass one person maybe every hour and a
Yeah.
half, two
Like
hours.
between
Like it
every
took,
checkpoint,
yeah, it
it
took
was
a
like you were
while.
getting one person every time, and then it was you were never like far off of someone. It was like you're 6 minutes behind this guy, and it would just
Mm-hmm.
like you'd see everything get low or like lower and lower the whole time, and you're just steady climbing every checkpoint. It made it easy
So
for me because I was like, yeah, I'll update everyone every hour, and every hour it was like kind of like a checkpoint, and you're like making a pass, so it made it easy for me.
all right, cool. So I passed number 24, and then at that point, I'm just by myself. Um, and that's another sketchy part too, is you would go through these bamboo forests, and I'm assuming when they had chopped down the bamboo to make a pathway, there was maybe about this much sticking out of the ground, but it was, dude, if you fall on that, it's impaling you.
Yeah,
So, and you can't see because also there's the bamboo sheddings that are covering. So, like, I tripped a couple times, and I'm just glad I didn't fall or
yeah,
anyone. Like, who knows? Because that much you're
oh
getting
yeah,
stuck by that.
oh yeah,
Um, and then they would have these like quiet zones. I don't know if it was like there was a nest of some animal or some species, but they would have that, and then they had these no passing zones, but then they never told you when the no passing zone was over. That was one thing I brought up to him. I was like, you guys need to tell us like when
yeah. When you can
you
pass
can
them out.
pass again.
Yeah,
So I think I was coming into like checkpoint 5, I want to say. And so this was that section where I had sent you the picture where I texted you guys late at night in the group chat.
yeah. No
So,
context. Just,
yeah.
just a sketchy picture.
So right before that, I'm running and it's kind of like on a ridge and I'm looking out, and I see all the lights and I hear what sounds like a rattlesnake. And I'm like, dude, I didn't know they have rattlesnakes here. It's a freaking porcupine. A porcupine, dude, running in the middle of the trail, and it's from all the
Yeah,
bristle, it sounds like a rattlesnake. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like these things, they're probably not territorial or anything. Like,
yeah.
so I start running. Like it's gonna go into the bushes. It turns around, starts chasing me. So I turn around and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm not
Oh
getting
no.
pricked by this thing or whatever. So then I turn around and I'm just kind of like sitting there waiting for it to go in the bushes. It's just sitting there staring at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? So I try to pass it again. Boom, it starts chasing me again. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how? And I can't pass, dude. It's literally thick brush,
Yeah.
like, and then to the right and left of me, there's like straight shot down.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and then finally it starts to go into the bush, and I hear it, and then I just sprint past it, and I look back, and it started freaking chasing me again. So that woke me up a little bit, and I was like, okay, so there's gonna be some stuff out here that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And then boom, I'm running up, and then that's when I sent you guys those pictures.
Yeah.
Straight off, dude, it's like I'm running on some single track, and then it just shoots you straight off the side. I
Yeah.
just see like a flag hanging in dangling there, and then I look down and it's those wood, dude, they're literally like ladders
Yeah.
anchored to the side of a rock,
Yeah.
tied onto the side of a rock.
It
And
looks
if
so
if you
sketchy.
if you fall through that ladder, you're going straight down.
Yeah.
So you're trusting that whoever built that ladder, like that's your life right there.
Oh yeah.
And then they had these rebar like fences that you could like grab onto.
Yeah.
At that point, that's dude, that was like that was where I realized one, the shoes that I'm wearing need to be changed because I had already rolled my ankle like two or three times.
Yeah.
Which it's not the shoe's fault. That shoe is not meant to go on that
Yeah.
type of technical stuff. So, and I was already thinking ahead, and I put my speed goats in the checkpoint 7 drop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, one, this course is going to be gnarly.
Yeah.
Because everything up to that wasn't really, there was some steep stuff, but it wasn't technical yet. And two, I need to change my shoes. So I get through that section, and then it spits you out on, or no, there was like another checkpoint 6. Everything after that was just kind of like smooth. You'd go onto the road, go back onto some single track, run through a village. And then right before checkpoint 7, it spits you out onto the concrete. And it's like a gradual uphill. I'm running the whole thing. And I see a light up ahead. And I'm like, okay, I could catch this guy. So I'm running hard, but like in my limit.
Yeah.
So I'm running. Also, mind you, for this whole course, you only get 2 drop bags for the 100-miler.
Yeah.
And if you're not used to all the food that they have at the aid station, you're carrying a lot of shit
Everything. Yeah.
because you're only getting a drop bag at 35, and it was like 70 in the 70s,
Yeah.
35 and 70.
Were you
So
taking anything from the aid stations or just like if you had to?
not at this point, no.
Yeah.
Towards the later end of the race, yeah, I started just taking whatever.
Yeah.
So I see there's a dude in front of me. I start pushing. And also the first 50K, there's 10,000 feet of climbing, which is
Damn.
so. I look down at my watch, and I think I hit 50K in like 6:20 or something around there, which was right around where I wanted to hit 50K. But now looking back, I'm like, dang, dude, that was 10K of climbing in a 6.
That's a
Like I
lot.
was yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I felt like I was within my rate of perceived effort. Didn't
Yeah.
feel like I was burning out or anything like that, pushing too hard. So I come into checkpoint 7, and boom, I see 2 guys leave right as I'm coming in. And I was like, dang it, I have to change shoes. So they're going to get like a mile ahead of me.
Yeah.
So I come in, start changing my shoes as fast as I can. I think I had eaten some porridge there. Oh yeah, and I was also having some diarrhea. So I had to take an Imodium. I took one. I was changing my shoes. One of the race officials comes up, and she's like, because luckily there was a lady I knew there that spoke English. She was speaking to me in Chinese, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this lady saying? And she's like, she needs your required gear. And she's like, feeling in my backpack. She's like, where's this? And I'm like, pull the bag out, because I specifically kept everything together so
Yeah.
I could pull the bag out. Everything was visible. And she's like digging through my bag, and I'm like, pull the bag out. I'm like, just pull it out. Everything is in the bag.
Yeah.
Still feeling around, and I'm like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like feeling around, and eventually she just walks away, and I'm like, okay, so I must have had everything.
Yeah.
change my shoes, take off. I think there was like 2,500 or 3,000 feet of climbing to the next checkpoint. So what, 2,500, 3,000 in 5 miles.
Yeah.
So big climbing section coming up. So as I'm leaving, I see another dude coming in, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. I'm like, there might have been two actually that were coming in, and I'm like, all right, so climbing, like, time to just put them
Yeah.
in the dust. So I start, boom, I'm like going hard at this point, climbing good, climbing. I catch one of the dudes, put him behind me, whatever. I give him some knuckles, climbing, start getting to what I think is the top, and there was again one of those little I don't know if it was a villager or someone living in the mountains. They just had a little tent set up and then a fire. And I caught the second guy. He
Yeah.
just went and sat next to the fire and was like, I'm taking a break. Because it started getting cold too.
Yeah.
Because, at that point you're up at 75,
Oh yeah.
8,000 feet. Everyone they're all wearing jackets. I'm not. Because I run
Yeah.
hot. So I'm just
Right.
wearing my short sleeve and my shorts. And at this point, it opens up into a meadow, what looked like a meadow,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of running on top of the mountains, which was super sick.
Yeah.
It would have been cooler to see during the day, but I'm also glad I wasn't up there during the day.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm running. At this point, I didn't see anyone for maybe 6 to 8 miles. I'm gonna say just running alone. Um, that was that was where I kind of figured this was my first mistake. I should have done some more. I mean, you're not going up that high. I think we hit like 8,800 feet, but I was feeling it. I should have done some more higher altitude stuff. That's my mistake because I started feeling like my legs were blowing up, but realistically I was just high. I
Yeah.
was up high, and
Yeah, dude,
I
it's like
started.
kind of worst case scenario for you. Living at sea level, 4 or 14 hours different. Like your body's just messed up already. So
Yeah.
then add on
I,
altitude. It's like
so then I'm
bad
starting to
recipe.
I'm starting to think, oh no, this is not good. I pushed too hard in the first 50K, but then I had put it together. I was like, oh my gosh, I must be at the high point.
Yeah.
So then, boom, as soon as I hit that high point, I just started bombing down and then my legs came back. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, thank goodness, it was just the altitude.
Oh, yeah.
So then
I'm
come
chilling
down
at
off the side.
8,000 feet right now.
Yeah, yeah, that must be
Just
nice,
in town.
dude. So I'm coming off the mountain, and then you hit this road section, and this was where I could see lights up ahead of me. I saw like two lights far, maybe like a mile out, and I'm running, and I could see they're looking back too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so they see me, and this is all like super runnable, so I'm trying to run like decently good. Oh, at this point too, I also had to take a second Imodium because I just kept taking shit on the side and it was bad.
Really?
Um, but then after that put an end to it.
Yeah.
So I'm coming in and you run through this little town. Obviously, no one's out there because it's freaking like 3, 4 in the morning. It might have actually been like 4:30 or 5, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna say 5 in the morning. So I'm coming through and I see the dudes that were our film crew that was getting videos of us. They're like, "Hey Tim, like, come on," and I'm like, "All right." And the dude's telling me he's like, "Look, you have this." He was using the translator thing. He's like, "Small climb coming up," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Um, so it wasn't a small climb either. It's bullshit. Nothing there is a small climb.
Yeah.
So, and I knew there was a dude up ahead of me. So, hit the climb, boom. This was where things started to get a little weird because it felt like I was going in circles.
Yeah.
And then I look at the map and it was like clearly we were making forward progress. Everything, and you know how when the sun comes up in a race, it usually you get like woken up or
Yeah.
you get like some energy. Didn't happen.
Really?
Just from the whole night, like if anything, it made it worse. Um, felt even more tired when the sun came up. Uh, so
I
I
wonder if
just
it's because usually when you're seeing like the sun come up for the second time, I guess,
I'm done.
you're like done. And so you probably had just so much more and you're like, oh, this is another day. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this was where things got like super jungly and leafy and like rocky. Um, so I go up and oh my gosh. At some points I was like I was going a little delusional at points. It felt like I was going on the same part over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because you would go through this on this mountain and you would drop back down on this fire road and then it would spit you back up on this mountain and it felt like you went in a circle and then you would drop back down on the fire road. It was weird. So um I had passed I had passed maybe one guy through that section and I knew he was toasted because
Yeah.
we were going up a hill and he was like leaning over all the way and I was like this guy's done. So I pass him, never saw him again. And then right before going out leaving this jungle section, I had gotten passed by the guy who got in second. So I think at this point I was in like fifth or sixth
Yeah.
around there. And then the dude who ran for Vibram, he had he spoke a little English and he had told me he had gotten second last year.
Yeah.
And he went past me and I was like, "Ah, man, like this was the only I hadn't been passing a while.
Yeah.
You know, I was passing most of the time and then he
Yeah.
passed me and I was like, this is not good." But I was still moving decent. So he passed me, never saw him again. And then keep going. I come into, I think, checkpoint 12, 11, maybe. I can't remember. But I had actually had to, no, I'm going to skip ahead to checkpoint 12 just because that whole section was basically what I was describing as.
Yeah.
So I'll go to checkpoint 12. I come in, um, pack my bags up, and at this point, I have what 20, like a marathon left. This was where second mistake came into with training. I didn't do enough downhill running
Yeah.
because the back half of this course is net downhill, and it's all super runnable stuff. And I was still running the downhills, but it just hurts so bad. Like I couldn't run as hard as I normally would be able to. So I come into CP12 and there was another lady that I had spoke English and I told her I was like, I'm so tired. Like this is I I'm done. Like I just want to enjoy the rest of the race.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, like no problem. Like just enjoy. Um, like you're doing so good anyway. And I'm like, yeah. So I started to mentally, physically, I was in the best shape of my life,
Yeah.
but mentally I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Mentally I wasn't at my sharpest.
Did you know what
So,
place you were in?
nope,
Yeah.
no idea.
Did you have a
So,
guess?
I had to guess I was in top 10 somewhere around
Yeah.
there. So, I had left that aid station and I was just like walking. I think I stayed there for like 15 minutes 15, 17 minutes. I ate food,
Yeah.
drank some flasks, drank some Coke, and then I had called Jake,
Yeah.
and I was like, I know this fool is gonna like push me.
Oh yeah.
And I call him and he's like, "What's up, man?" We talked for probably like 20, 25 minutes, and he was just like, "Dude, you better push." Like, cause
Yeah.
same thing I would tell him when he calls me in
Oh
his
yeah.
races. And he's like, "You better push, bro, like sub 24." Like, and I said, "Do you think I could still make it?" And he's like, "Yeah, but it's gonna be close."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right," like, and I
Yeah.
started running, and yeah, my climbing felt amazing. It was just the descents.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I
those
think I
that
texted you before I went to bed, and I was like,
I
dude,
think you said
podium's
you're
not
right
that
there.
hard.
Podium's right
Yeah, because
there.
you were
Yeah,
like under 5 minutes off of the guy in front of you. And so, just based on your trajectory of the whole race, I'm like, dude, he's right there. Like, it was probably would have been the last guy you could possibly catch because the other two were a bit further, I think. But
yeah, they
and
were
it,
they
it
were
looked like you
gone.
were you were going, and like, yeah, I want to say you're like maybe like 4 or 5 minutes off of the guy. And so the last time I checked it before I went to bed, I was like, dude, podium, you might be able to get there.
Yeah, so I would say the last like 25 were it was bad. Like
Yeah,
time slowed down. Uh maybe nah, I don't think I was bonking just because I was eating. I ate everything that I had prescribed myself.
yeah,
I started falling back a little bit on the drink mix. But I think maybe the caffeine uh I started falling back a little bit on. So that's kind of maybe why I started feeling super tired. But I come in to because there's one last massive climb. I think it was like 1900 feet up to get back over to where you can start seeing the city
yeah,
where we're gonna finish. That I crushed that climb. I felt super good. Um, and yeah, it was just the runnable stuff that killed me. The
yeah,
runnable flat. So I come into nothing really big happened in between those aid stations. I came into what's it called? Checkpoint. I want to say 14 or 15. There was another lady that I knew, and this was where I had found out what place I was in. She was like, "You're number 5." I might have got passed by a dude at that point, actually. I think I did. So I was number 5, and I was just like, I'm so tired. And she's like, "Yeah, but you're in number 5. Like, you're doing so good." And I was just like, "All right, cool. Like, I'm just gonna keep steady." She's like, "You have, I think it was like 25K left. So what, just over a half marathon?
yeah,
Something like that." So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, stay steady. Boom, I'm, running, trying to stay chill. Got back on the caffeine. Probably with around like 7 miles left. I start like picking up because it was downhill into the last checkpoint. And I'm looking I keep looking down at my watch and I'm like, this sub 24 is gonna be close.
yeah,
Like I'm gonna have to push. So I blow through the last checkpoint. I'm running, and it's on the road. So I was like, okay, at least I can move pretty good. And then it shoots you back up onto the trail, and I'm going, pull the poles out, um, get this little climb done, and then it drops you back down onto some like a paved section, and I'm maybe like 4 miles out from the finish, um, maybe less. And I'm going pretty hard, and I see the film dude again. He's like getting getting up on the trail because we go up onto some single track. And at this point, I had went tunnel vision. I
Yeah.
pulled my poles out and I just started going hard. And I had passed. This was where I had passed another dude. I don't know if he was in fifth place or fourth place, and then I overtaken him. But
Yeah.
I had passed him, and I was trying to point to my watch. I was like sub 24. I was like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
And he was just like shaking his head, like, "Nah, dude, like
Yeah. He's done.
go, go." So I take off, and I just start running hard. Um, and then at this point, I know there's one last little climb that pitches up, and it's like a broken concrete road. I start running up it, run
Mm.
about halfway up it, and I look back and I'm like, this guy's obviously not following. So I just start taking it chill,
Yeah.
hiking up it. Get to the top, boom, I just run everything to the finish at that point. And it was cool because you start dropping into the big city, and you're passing everyone, everyone's cheering you on,
Yeah.
kids and all that, giving you high fives. And then boom, I start to see the finish line, and I was like, oh man, like thank you. Like I just want to sit down,
Yeah.
come around. I didn't do a sprint finish or anything, but one thing that was kind of a little weird was, so they'll put the tape up for you to break, like break the tape just to get a
Yeah.
cool picture.
Oh yeah.
But in my mind, I was like, I'm not breaking the tape. I didn't win.
Yeah.
So there was another lady in a different distance that had passed me, and I was like, okay, cool. I want her
Yeah.
to break
There
the
you
tape.
go.
So I let her break the tape, and then I'm running up, and the people were trying to raise it up again, and I was just like this, and I just walked over it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not breaking the tape unless I'm
Yeah.
winning the damn thing.
Right.
Like, that's just how I see it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that was like the best breakdown I could do. I am gonna do a race report on this one,
Yeah.
like
Do
how
it,
you
dude.
did it.
Yeah, we'll put it on. I'm in the middle of writing my old Pueblo one. Dude. I think I'm gonna try to do it for every race, just because I feel like you learn something every time. That's like how I can process it, I guess.
Well, and also too, there's no information on this race.
Yeah,
I was going into this like
complete blind.
literally no idea.
Yeah,
So, and it's like if someone wants to do this from the US, that I
yeah,
hope they know what they're getting into after I write the race report. So,
yeah. Do it for sure. You can either um, you could do like a Substack or something if you want. Otherwise, which I was in the process of doing that, and then I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm just gonna put it on like the website. So I just like did a Word document so I could, then I could like not be connected to Wi-Fi or anything. I could just write on my
yeah, that's
computer
what I'm
without
gonna
anything,
do.
and then I just a normal file and then upload it to our website. So yeah, let me know if whenever you're done with that or whatever, and we'll throw it up there or whatever you want to
It
do with
might
it.
take me a little bit, but
Oh, dude, it took me like 2 months or something. I don't even know how long it took me to do it. Way too long. I get in the mood and I'll write like 2 pages and then I won't do it for like 2 weeks. It's so bad.
but yeah, when I cross the finish line, so they don't give a buckle at this one. It's a like a freaking bell that it's not like a cheap one either. It's like
Yeah,
it
it's
has some
legit.
weight. I'll bring it out to
Yeah, send
Crown
uh
King.
send a picture too, because I might put it as the send me whatever you got. Like shoes, I don't know, do something cool for like the thumbnail. Like
Yeah.
your shoes, Coke bottle, I don't know, whatever you got. Just send some shit to me. I'll put something together.
So it's a bell or like a cowbell or something, but
Yeah,
it says like Mount Gaoligong finisher. It's pretty sick.
that is cool.
So I got that, and then this was when the weather had went to shit.
Yeah.
Um, my respect goes, my hat goes off to the people that were out there for 50 hours I honestly respect you more for being out there and
Oh
dealing
yeah,
with the
dude.
weather,
That's
thunderstorm,
crazy. Yeah.
lightning, all that. Like, completely destroyed the trail. They actually had to make a reroute that made it even longer
Really?
because of how bad the conditions were. So, yeah, then the next day came back for the award ceremony. Um, dude, they freaking decked us out
Yeah.
with Anta gear, bro.
Oh, really?
They gave it's like a Gore-Tex, like a Arc'teryx jacket
Yeah.
made, but it's by Anta. It feels like the same though.
Yeah.
Says like Gaoligong, all this. They gave us nice like Anta dress pants. Like, dude,
Damn.
it was sick. And then I
That's
won
sick.
prize money
Oh,
for fourth
how much?
place. 1,500 US.
Hell yeah, dude. That's so sick. I
Which I
didn't know
wasn't
that.
expecting. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that's awesome.
So as I'm getting like about to get called up to the stage, one of the
That's why you had to go find the shoe store after
yeah,
after the
right?
race.
So one of the guys was all, "Oh, and by the way, you're getting prize money." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I thought only top 3 got it." And he's like, "No, you're gonna be getting it's 10,000 China, whatever, or I don't know what they're
Yeah, I don't
how
know.
to
Yeah.
call their currency, but it converts out to about like 1,500 bucks."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, sick." So I got
Yeah.
that. Um there's some pictures. I gotta send you the document for the thing. We
Yeah.
might have to make a WeChat profile, but
Yeah.
that should
Whatever.
be. I'll find a way to send it.
Maybe we'll Vando worldwide, man. Maybe we'll make a Vando account.
Oh shoot, we might have to,
We might.
huh? So, oh, and then I got some shocks, and then a Nightcore headlamp, which was cool. So yeah, I mean, dude, even for just finishing this race, you get decked out in swag.
Really?
Like Anta jacket, it's sick, dude.
Yeah. Dude, we're so behind in the US races. Like that's so sick. They do it right. That'd be so cool. Like even
Dude,
like what compare compare Western States. Like for those of you that
Western
don't know,
States,
you ran Western States last year and then go to this race, which is it one of the biggest races in China or is it
Western
just the
States or
no the yeah
Gaoligong?
yeah
I don't even think it's one of the biggest ones, and
yeah
that's how they're doing it too.
yeah
Western States, bro, compared to this, you don't get shit.
yeah
I
that's
got
crazy.
a bag, a race shirt, a hoodie. I got I got
Which
multiple
you probably
bags.
paid for, right?
What?
In your when you sign up for a race, you like sometimes you like pay for it essentially.
Extra?
It's included in your race price, but you're paying for your sweatshirt or whatever it is.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. So I thought this race was gonna be um like 700-800 bucks or whatever. It's just a normal like 400 bucks, like the normal
Yeah.
US ones.
Yeah.
And Western States, I didn't even get a shirt. Didn't all I got was a little cheap Hoka backpack,
Yeah.
which is still cool, but like
Yeah. So, for it
not
being the number one race in America, you'd think it
compared
would
to
be
what I'm
different.
getting here. It's like
Yeah.
crazy.
It might get
So
there, man, but I don't know. It doesn't have like the
hopefully,
respect of the other countries because they legit treat it as yeah, like you said it earlier, like a religion almost, like the running culture is
yeah,
way bigger than it is here. It all ties back to us being fat, man. No one runs here.
yeah,
No one respects it.
lazy, fat. Yeah, exactly. So,
I
but
guess
yeah, man.
what at what point in the race did it turn from like, oh sick, I'm running in China to all right, this is just another 100-mile race. Like from all the hype from the start line to like, all right, this is still the same sport. Like, let's go.
Uh, probably like 100K.
Yeah. Where it died off a little bit. You're like, all right, we still gotta go 40 more miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, so
That's further than I thought. I thought you were gonna say like the first climb.
uh,
Like, all right, here it is.
no, like 100K, I would say.
Yeah.
But it was just weird. Like, dude, they have so much. The videos, I'm gonna have to send them to you, dude.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
videos that they are putting out are like you were saying, the U.S. is behind
Yeah.
way in their the tech everything, dude. Technology, like it feels like China's years ahead of us,
Really?
dude. There was so they have these like essentially like a Uber Eats, but you can buy anything,
Yeah.
anything delivered within an hour. I'm
Damn.
talking anything. So there was a pair of shoes that I wanted, one of those the Kailas ones.
Yeah.
Um, and I was trying. I didn't eventually end up getting a pair because I didn't want to mess with the sizing. Because once I tried the Antas, I was like I could get the wrong size.
Yeah.
But I was asking one of the ladies, I was all because you know how in U.S. you order from a big company, it's gonna take like
Yeah.
what you know how they say 5 to 7
Week.
business days.
Yeah.
Dude, I asked her, I said, how long would it take for these shoes to get here? And she's like, they'll be here tomorrow. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, are you
Yeah.
serious? I thought she
Damn.
was lying.
Yeah.
And then one of the ladies needed a power bank because they require you to carry a power bank. She didn't have one. She's like, oh, it'll be here within the next hour. Dude, I shit you not, within 30 minutes, delivered to you.
Damn.
Like, I'm
Do they
telling you,
have
anything.
do they have like Amazon type warehouses all over the place, or are they like just going to a random store picking up something? I don't how does that you probably don't even know. You probably couldn't even
I,
tell,
I
but
I don't know. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm assuming there has to be some sort of warehouse because
Yeah.
the I was trying to download the apps because I wanted to order a bunch of stuff, but
Yeah.
they're all that you can't translate it to English,
Yeah.
so I couldn't order anything.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it was crazy, dude.
Was um I guess your first international race, was there anything that the other like Chinese runners were doing that you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna start. Like that's smart. I'm gonna do that." Like American runners don't do that. Is there any like food or any strategy, anything?
um,
Starting out too fast.
well, that's something I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
That's something that is a difference. Realistically, not really.
Yeah. Same sport.
I think it's all just kind of yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same but just in a different area.
Yeah.
They're just used to more rugged terrain, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
That's sick. What what were you gonna say earlier about this not being your only international race?
Yeah, so after talking to like the race director or the race committee and all that and Li Jing, this is the plan for next year. We're trying to put together some sort of like a proposal for me to be able to go out there and race the ANTA races that they sponsor. Um, but yeah, there's so golden ticket might go out the window for next year
Yeah,
just because I think
to be sick.
the racing internationally is more fun.
Oh yeah.
I think it just you're exploring a new area,
Yeah, dude.
especially if I'm getting hooked up to expenses paid for to go race at,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. So Hong Kong 100K, which is a gnarly 100K, 16,000 feet of climbing in 100K,
Damn.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so that one is in, I believe, January, and then obviously Gaoligong, I'm going back. Like
Yeah.
they want me to come back. I told them, I said, I feel like it's in my destiny. I have to go back and win this race.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then there's another one. I think it's called the. Let me check my. It's
Dude, you
called
could
the
definitely you could go and win, no
the
doubt.
Dalian 100 100K. It's in Dalian, China. No idea where that's at, but it's sponsored by Anta. And then there's the Gobi 400K, which is at the end of the year. So those are the kind of four that I've got
Yeah.
my eye on for next year.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be
But then
sick.
I'd have to get like a remote job or something.
Yeah.
Because at that obviously I would eventually want to try and get sponsored by Anta,
Yeah.
but Li Jing was saying like this would be the first process
Yeah.
to
You'd think they would, dude. You'd think they would want to come to America for
yeah. Well, because I
unless it's
already
like
know, dude, is as soon as I start wearing those shoes around and showing some of
oh
the
yeah.
the faster trail dudes, they're gonna be like, "What are those?"
Yeah, those are sick.
They're gonna get curious. And
Yeah.
it's a banger shoe, dude.
Yeah.
It's it's a good shoe. So,
That'd be sick. You definitely if anything, you definitely have to go back to this race to do it again.
oh
Like
yeah,
if
I have
any,
to
yeah.
I
It'd be
have to
so
win
sick.
it.
Yeah. Especially like knowing I mean, even going like Mogollon, but would you beat your first time by whatever that was, 10 hours? Just
Imagine what
imagine
would happen here.
imagine just how much more comfortable you're gonna be just knowing like in everything, like life part of it, travel part of it, food, everything. Like you could, yeah, you could go dominate, dude.
And
Be
I'd want
so
to get
sick.
out there earlier too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that pretty much wrapped up the journey. More to come in the future.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be so sick, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you definitely
I'm
gotta
stoked.
send me all the stuff, send me some pictures, whatever. I'll do
Yeah, for
the
sure.
I'll do the thumbnail and make it cool.
Cool. But I'll see you in a couple days. Hopefully
Yep.
gonna get a bunch of footage and hopefully get
Yeah.
a group podcast out there with everyone on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
stay
can
tuned
do
for that, everyone.
we'll do a podcast and then we'll try to vlog the whole thing somehow. I don't know. There's no crew for the whole race,
Oh,
which is
me and Christian will try and get like
yeah, just do whatever you
privilege
guys are
or
doing. We'll film a little bit. I'm sure I'll run with Jake quite a bit. We have the same goal, I think. Sub 5, which is still kind of tough. But dude, have you seen the course record for that on the men's side?
was it like 340?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so fast. So
stupid.
it's like 7,000 feet of gain. It's so fast.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
yeah, we'll try to film as much as we can. Film on our run on Sunday. It'd be kind of fun. We'll just film whatever. I have all the like clothes and stuff too
Sick.
to give you guys and film all that. But yeah, it'd be cool just
I
to film
I
our whole
want to
weekend.
I want to put a shoe review out too of the two Anta shoes that I got. If I could use your
Yeah,
camera,
yeah,
that'd
for
be
sure. Yeah, yeah. You
so
can. I'll just give it to you for the whole time. You can do whatever you want. I was
cool.
gonna. We can talk about this after. We can wrap it up if you want.
Okay, yeah. So that's gonna wrap up the trip to Tangchong, China. Hopefully more to come in the future. Again, just want to give a shout out to the race organization of Gaoligong Ultra for flying me out there, covering all my expenses. Really appreciate it. That's another thing I forgot to mention. That course is just I felt like I didn't have to run with a GPS. It was so well marked. The aid station volunteers over there too. You know how sometimes here you'll get the volunteer that is just there for the race entry. They don't really want to help you
Yeah.
out. Like,
Yeah.
dude, all the volunteers there, like, they're there to
To help.
they're there to help.
Yeah.
Best volunteers ever. Um, so yeah, that race, if you want something freaking hard that's gonna test you, go do Gaoligong Ultra. I mean, even if people, I don't know if people in China can listen to this, but go do it.
Yeah.
And then also just shout out to Highmont for hooking me up with the gear. I can't wait to test the pack and some training runs this weekend, and then yeah, the shorts and the shirt were awesome. So
Um, yeah,
and
she emailed me today and sounds like might do something with them, so be pretty sick.
yeah, Highmont Ovando with that white smoke shirt would be
Oh yeah, it'd
sick.
be sick. It'd be really cool.
Even if we put it on the shorts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope.
So keep a lookout for that collab coming in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks, Cade, for hopping on short notice. We
Yeah.
will catch you guys
See you in a
on
few
the next
days.
episode. Yep,
Avanda worldwide, baby.
that's right, Ovando Worldwide. All right, thanks for listening,
Peace.
guys. Later.